Hi, my name is Pamela Combs, and I'm a superintendent candidate for the Montgomery County Board of Developmental Disability Services. I want to take just a couple of minutes and share what my priorities would be for the first 90 days acting as superintendent for the Montgomery Board of DD. So my focus would primarily be on communication, on leading with effective communication in order to express that the vision and mission of the Montgomery County Board of DD would be continued, that everything that's in place would be maintained, would be expanded upon, would be continued, that my shared vision for the board would mirror the vision that's in place by the Montgomery County Board of DD and to support the mission statement. So I would estimate that at least half of my time in those first 90 days would be in different functions of communication. It would be in meeting with people served by the county board, meeting and getting to know the board members, stakeholders, local politicians, businesses, residential providers, meeting families and guardians, just getting to know everyone within the system, everyone served and impacted, and allowing them a chance to get to meet me, to express concerns, ideas, opinions, but just that face-to-face meeting. Studies also show that in communicating, especially through a change, that it's important that everything is communicated using different mediums. So I would try, of course, a letter, social media, using the website, meetings, being a part of sponsored events, meeting people one-on-one, just using a wide array of ways to meet with and just to get to know the community, the family of the Montgomery Board, the teams, the employees, and just to get that strong foothold in getting to know everyone. So that would be a focus. A recent article published in the Harvard Business Review talked about the importance of communicating, especially through change, and I just want to paraphrase it. It says that the most important thing during a change event like this one would be communication from leadership. And not just communication, but communication that is confident, that paints a very clear picture, and portrays an inspiring vision of the future. So my goal with this would be to portray strength, that everything's still moving ahead, business as usual, and just to share that confidence with the community and with the stakeholders. Another strong part of the priority for the first 90 days, and I would estimate would take about 25% of my time, would be to learn the roles and the functions of the superintendent of the Montgomery Board. So to understand, what does it mean to be a superintendent in that board system? What are the daily deliverables? What are the routines, the policies, what the personnel policies, what's expected by staff, by the county, by the state, and just get a really good grasp on day-to-day business, what's in the foreseeable future, what should be on my calendar, and just to get a really strong foothold on that so that everyone that is expecting something would receive it and all routines could stay in place. Another part that I would estimate would take about 15% of my time would be learning the business pieces, learning the fiscal, getting a strong understanding of where the county is at financially, things that need to be looked at, focused on, weak areas, strong areas, understanding the cost report, looking at how the changes in the DSP rate and the projected changes in transportation, how those will impact Montgomery County, and just being a very strong part of that fiscal identity, understanding it, the projections, and being able to speak on those matters and having a confidence in my understanding of those numbers. That would be very, very important to me. The last smaller piece would be to maintain a presence at all the COG meetings, superintendent meetings, doing all of those kind of routine meetings and functions that are related to the role of superintendent. Not so much community events, but those ongoing state superintendent meetings, that I would maintain all of those. So the key, though, in all of this would be to hit the ground running, and through meeting people, communicating, getting to know everyone while still walking a tight line and understanding what it means to be the superintendent in Montgomery County, and making sure that all of those deliverables are met. And over all of this, I would hope to communicate and to share my love of the field and my heartfelt desire to serve people with developmental disabilities, to serve their families, to empower everyone served, that they might live the life that they desire to, that they hope to live, and to reach their objectives, and also to empower the staff, that they might have the career that they aspire to, and the training and the tools needed to get there. So that would be my focus as superintendent of the Montgomery County Board of Developmental Disability Services, as I would think about my initial months